So very good evening, my dear friends. I hope you all are doing great. So friends, my name is Aditya Jain and I welcome you all to your favorite channel. So today, as always, we have brought some really exciting information for you which will help you to get ahead in your career, specifically in the GATE exam. So what is it about? So as you know that we not just provide guidance before the GATE exam, but also after the GATE exam, right? We will not leave you on your own. We will actually help you out as much as possible. And hence for the same, we have brought about how to get M.Tech admission in top colleges, a complete strategy about it. Okay, the complete strategy, like what is the fees, what is the eligibility criteria, and the placement analysis along with it as well. Okay, so can you imagine that everything that you need to know at this single place? Okay, so that's what we are here for, to help you out make better decisions, to make you informative decisions. Okay, so now let's talk about it. So first of all, on the comments, I would like to know which IIT are you targeting. Come on, let's keep it interactive. We have kept it live so that you can interact as much as possible. So guys, which college, which IIT are you targeting? Because here we are talking about the top colleges. Okay, IIT Bombay, anyone? So my favorite is IIT Bombay because I have done my masters from IIT Bombay. Okay, I might be a bit biased towards IIT Bombay, but yeah, according to me, that's the best IIT to be in. Okay, so the entry gate is the GATE exam. Okay, entry gate means the path to enter the career ahead is the GATE exam. So your GATE score is the main and the most important element of the entire journey. Now why, you might ask, sir, why? Because friends, your GATE marks will determine the majority of the decision making. Rest everything is just going to be a secondary check or a minor or will play a very minor role in deciding. Okay, but the main and the most important part will be your GATE score. Okay, so top institutes like Indian Institute of Technology, National Institutes of Technology, and Indian Institute of Science accept GATE scores. Okay, so what that means is IITs, NITs, and your IISc, Indian Institute of Science, IISc Bangalore. Okay, so these are the top institutes that accept GATE scores. Okay, and higher rank means better college plus branch. It's a very common sense thing. The better rank you have, the better choices you will be able to make, because you would be the decision maker. So in my case, I realized that when I secured All India rank 16 GATE Computer Science 2019, and once I got that rank, it was actually on me to decide which college I want to get into. I was not worried about, oh, will I get this IIT or not? Will I get into ISC Bangalore or not? Obviously, for few courses, there were some rounds which I also cleared. So I had offer from IIT Bombay as well as ISC Bangalore, which were my dream colleges. And ultimately, I selected IIT Bombay. But my point is that you have to be in that situation where you are the decision maker. If this is what you are looking for, then it is very mandatory for you to get the best possible rank. Okay, so target is top IITs like top 200 to 500 rank, or mid IITs, NITs like top 1000 to 3000 rank. Okay, but friends, again, very sorry to say, but unfortunately within this also there is some category related things. Okay, so if you want to have the best possibility, okay, please target under 100 rank. Like I belong to the general category, so I was very much sure from the beginning that no matter what happens, if my target is IIT Bombay, I will have to get under 80 rank. That was my target. I knew that. I was very much practical about it, and hence I secured All India rank 60 and I got into IIT Bombay. Okay, but your target has to be very clear. You should not crib later on. sir, I am general category, this is unfair. No, everything is already informed to you. You have to get the best possible rank. Okay. Chalo. What's the eligibility criteria? So BTech, BE or equivalent degree. Now you can go to a specific college website and they will give you the exact specifications if needed. Okay. But in short, BTech, BE and equivalent degrees and minimum marks. So for general and OBC, it will be 60% or 6.5 CGPA usually. Again, guys, I'm giving you a very big disclaimer here. The disclaimer is that please check the official website of whichever college you are planning to go to. Can you all type yes on the chat? Every IITs might have very slight here and there changes. Okay. My final suggestion would be please check out the IIT or NIT or ISC Bangalore website once, whichever you are targeting. Okay. For general or OBC, 60% or 6.5 CGPA is the minimum requirement. Okay. And for SC, ST and PWD, relaxation is available. Like slightly here and there you can expect. Okay. Category wise here. Final year students can also apply. Okay. In your final year, you are about to graduate, so you can also apply. Some institutes conduct written test plus interview after GATE shortlist. I hope you are aware of that. Many of us think that once the GATE exam is done, I am done. I will just go to my I will just go to a hill station and I will chill and I will relax. Okay. But unfortunately, that's not the case, because even once the GATE exam is done, you need to still stay in touch with the subjects, because later on they will still be asking you certain questions in the interview, which you should be very much ready to answer. Okay. Like even though I secured All India rank 60, still in order to apply to IISc Bangalore's AI course, I guess that was the first time, I'm not 100% sure, but that was the first time an AI course was launched at IISc Bangalore. So even after securing under 100 rank, I had to appear for the test, and after the written test was cleared, I was allowed to give interview, and after interview was cleared, then only they were giving us the offer. Okay. So that's the reality, that even after GATE exam, you need to still stay in touch with the subjects, because you can be getting asked those things. Okay. So please make sure that even after written test of GATE exam, you might still have to appear for an interview. So again, I'm not saying be that much dependent, be that much detailed with your study. No, I'm just saying be in touch. Don't completely leave the habit to study. Can you all type yes? Very important point. Don't completely leave the habit of study. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Chalo. A fees and financial support. So IITs, NITs fees is usually 50,000 to 1.5 lakh per year. Now I know that there is a very big bracket that we have given, but again, as I said, guys, we are generalizing here. Okay, we are generalizing that for any IITs or NITs, but that's not the case. As you know that every IIT and every NIT might have a slight here and there difference. Okay, so that's why we are giving you a very big range. But my final suggestion would be that please go and check the official website for any specification. Is the disclaimer clear to you all? Later on, there should not be any confusion among you. Cool. Okay. Chalo, nice. Now, within this, there are lots of components. Okay. Usually, there is a tuition fees. There is a one-time payment fees which you need to pay when you are taking the admission. There is library fees. There is gymkhana fees. There is hostel fees. Lots of different segments are there. So most of the IITs actually break down the fee structure. Okay, what is the deposit? What is the security deposit that they will return you once you are done with your graduation? Okay, so there are lots of such conditions applied things which you need to check. Okay, but here is a financial support as well. Now, what is that financial support? So you get a stipend worth 12,400 per month via GATE. Okay, so this is the good news, that even though there is a fees, but you are still getting 12,400 per month. Remember, per month, and this is per year. So do the maths. Do the maths. Can I say indirectly you are making up for all the fees? Yes or no? So completely do the maths. Quickly do the maths. Can I say indirectly you are making up for the whole fees here? Right? 12,400 into 12. Okay, you are almost making up for the entire fees. That's the best part. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. Okay, so sponsored by Ministry of Education. Okay, net effect, your M.Tech is almost self-funded. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Again, net effect, so you are paying this much, you are getting almost this much. Your M.Tech is almost self-funded. Self-funded means you yourself are making the amount which will go as fees, so you are not having to pay anything extra from anywhere else. Okay, that's the whole idea about it. Okay, now one very unfortunate thing is that when I was in my M.Tech, then also the stipend was 12,400, and that was around 5 years back. And today also the stipend is 12,400. So that's slightly a negative thing, that I believe that the stipend has not been increased. Although there were discussions that they are working on it and it would be increased at some point of time. Okay. Chalo. Now, what's the counseling process? Okay. Yeah, friends, I will answer all your queries, but first you can focus on the points that I am sharing with you so that you don't miss any. Okay. Cool. So, which IIT have you decided, guys? I was waiting for your reply. Which IIT are you guys aiming for? Or I should not say which IIT, I should say which top institute are you aiming for? Okay, IIT Bombay. Nice, nice. No doubt. Okay, no doubt. You can definitely pick IIT Bombay. Okay. Anyone else? Any other preference here? So usually what I hear is IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Bangalore. These are the top preferences. Then comes your IIT Delhi. Then comes your IIT Roorkee. So this is the usual preference, or the usual uh, uh, yeah, usual preference from the student that I get. IIT Kanpur and IIT Roorkee. Wow, amazing. So we have IIT Kanpur specific here as well. Okay, awesome. I really wish, guys, I really wish that you get the college of your dreams. Okay, I really wish that. Okay, so counseling process, it is a centralized counseling. What do I mean by that? So the entire process is going to be usually the common across all the IITs who are participating in it, right? So you don't have to worry. So there is going to be a platform which will help you, or which will guide you around how to take the decision. Okay, they will share the entire pamphlet with you about the decision making, about the important dates, so that you are very much on track. You don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, remember, it's going to be a centralized counseling. You don't have to manage too much with respect to the institute. The institutes will have a very proper flow. In fact, there will be very less collide. Okay, because it's centralized, I believe there will be a very less collide, that on the same day this institute or this institute decide one among them. Just to avoid that, just to avoid the loss of opportunity, they have segregated the process. Okay, so as I said, COAP, okay, the COAP platform for IITs, and CCMT for NITs and IIITs. Okay, so we have two different platforms here: centralized counseling, okay, For IITs, we have the COPE platform, and for CCMT, we have NITs and IIITs. For NITs and IIITs, we have CCMT. Okay. Within IIIT, there are two IIITs that I would personally suggest, although every IIIT is amazing. But first one is IIIT Hyderabad, and second is the Allahabad. IIIT Allahabad. Okay, so these two I personally suggest. Okay, there's a IIIT Nagpur as well, in Nagpur as well. Okay, but I personally don't have any idea or details about it. But IIIT Hyderabad is something that I would definitely suggest. In fact, there is a separate exam to enter IIIT Hyderabad, and for that you can please check out. You can please check out our course that we have brought to you for the PGEE exam. Are you aware of it, guys? Have you studied from it? Have you referred to that course? In that, we have given almost every information that you need to crack the PGEE exam. Please do check it out. Okay, please do check it out. So talking about the steps, first you need to fill the applications of colleges. Okay, now this is must. Again, I am repeating, this is the most important step, because if you haven't applied, then really sorry guys, no one can help you. Unfortunately, no one can help you if you have not applied. Okay, so even if you have 1% chance, even if you have 1% inclination, 1% chance that you might join this college, please fill the application form. Please apply to that institute. I'll tell about myself. I secured All India rank 60. Still, just to be very, very sure, I filled 4 IITs. IIT Bangalore, IIT Bombay, and as far as I remember, IIT Madras and IIT Delhi. Okay, I remember that I have had cushion. In worst case, if for some reason I don't get IIT Bombay, then I'll have some cushion. Okay, so please do that. Okay, so please do the application process. Hardly some non-refundable fees will go waste, but again, consider that as an investment. Okay, consider that as an fee to avoid opportunity loss. Can you all type yes on the chat? Come on, I don't want any one of you to regret. Sir, I forgot. Sir, I forgot to apply. Now, sir, please help. Please don't be in that category. Unfortunately, no one will be able to help you out. Okay. Second part, check offers on COAP. In the platform, you can check the offers. Okay, please check the offers on COPE platform. Okay, because this is the centralized platform which will manage all your applications. As you know that there are multiple rounds. Okay, are you aware, right? Round 1, then its result, then adjustments, then round 2, then its results, then its adjustments, and then the next round, like that. Okay, and one important point which is not mentioned here, which is be very much clear with the different options available. So there is some option called freeze, okay, which will freeze the particular institute. So the ranking, okay, the order in which you fill the app platform is also very important, because as soon as you will get a particular preference college, it will not proceed to the next preference. There is something like this. So please read the details. Okay, again, it's a very standard process. Okay, so please understand it in detail so that you don't make such mistakes here. Okay, because many students have such a great rank, but their preferences are in such a random order that unfortunately they have to settle for something which they were not prepared for. Okay, so please don't be in that category. Lock seat via CCMT IIT portal. As I said, there is a concept of lock, there's a concept of freeze. Okay, so there is also something called float, freeze, float. So please be very much clear of these terminologies. Don't hesitate to ask someone, to ask your senior like that. Okay, sir, at 346 score in CS, any IIT I can get. Can you tell me your category? So category wise, we have given some table in the previous lectures. Okay, so you can check the category wise cutoff for each of the institute, and then maybe you can get an idea from it. Because unfortunately, I won't be able to answer it accurately. But sorry to say that 346 is slightly a lower score. Can you tell me your All India rank? What's the All India rank with that score? I hope it's good. Hello. Fourth step is document verification. Again, don't underestimate this step. Okay, this is the least thing that you should uh, that you should that should block your application. Okay, so please be prepared in very much advance. All your basic documents, the mandatory ones, should be very much planned, should be very much available to you. Okay, hello. A placement analysis from top IITs, the average package that we have is 12 to 25 lakh per annum. Remember, this is average, and the average package is way much better than the top packages of the tier 3 colleges. Okay, so please understand that this is also huge. Although you might have heard of the crores packages, which is also true, there are crores of packages, but the reality is that here we are talking about in general average package. Okay, and this is for core branches, PSU and R&D. Okay, now talking about NITs, the average package is 6 to 15 lakh per annum. Again, I would say a very good package, especially if you're a fresher, you're getting into the job market for the first time. Very, very good package. Don't hesitate. Okay, here CSIT, high paying tech roles. Okay, you get most of the tech or AI or data analytics based roles. Okay, so many PSUs like Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, okay, BHEL, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, ONGC, also recruit via the GATE exam. So many PSUs have their own process in parallel, but the most important criteria for them as well is the GATE exam. Okay, so don't uh, take GATE lightly. Okay, it is a very important part of your admission process. Okay. Hello. Complete strategy, the real GATE plan. Okay, so this is the last point that I would like to talk about. So please understand that as I promised you that we are going to provide you the required guidance. Okay, so here it is. And the phase 1 should be the concept building, and it would take around 3 to 4 months. Okay, then phase 2 would be PYQ mastery. Okay, 2-3 months you have to spend over here. So in phase 1 you have to you have to make your basics strong, and you have to use the standard books if needed. But honestly, I won't say it is mandatory. If you join a very good course, like you can check out our courses, you will not have to, there will be no need at all to use any other resource. I guarantee you that. Okay, so if you join the right course like ours, you don't have to buy any standard books, you don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, and focus on high weightage subjects over here. In phase 2, PYQ mastery, and this is also going to last for 2 to 3 months, to solve at least 25 to 30 years previous year questions, at least. Okay, like 10 years so mandatory if you have time. If you don't have time, at least 10 years then, and start from the recent year. Okay, so that you don't miss any recent, and identify the patterns. So many a times when you solve so much previous year questions, you see a pattern, and these are the topics which very frequently gets asked. Okay, so you can try that. And phase 3 is the mock test plus analysis. So this is going to last for around 2 months. Here the weekly and the daily mocks you have to give, weekly or daily as per your time permits. But giving the mock test would be the most important step in this entire journey. Okay, and deep analysis, like most important. When you give a particular mock, you have to analyze it. You have to understand what are the mistakes, what improvements I need to make, all that needs to be done, because ultimately you're giving mock test to identify your mistake before the gate exam. Unfortunately, many students will get to know about their mistakes after the gate exam. You don't have to be in that category. You need to understand your mistakes before the gate exam. Okay, so that's pretty much about it, guys. For real time update, you please join the Gate Wallah official Telegram channel here, and for computer science and IT, you can join the channel here, specifically CS specific branch. Okay, and you can join my Telegram community over here. You can just scan it, or you can search for Aditya Jain Sir PW over the Telegram. Okay, I'll get aside. You can take the screenshot. Okay, and let me tell you, this is completely for free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Just be a part of this community, and you will get some really amazing updates time to time. With this, my dear friends, thank you so much. I really hope that this session added some value to you. Okay, my ultimate aim was to give you as much insights as possible about the general process and the general fee structure. My last point would be that fee should not be the barrier. Please don't take decision on the basis of fee, because consider it as an investment. Okay, there is a very huge set of opportunities that you would unlock once you get into IITs. Okay, we have one question. Sir, GATE 2026 CS SC category score 346. Okay, again, it's very tough to comment, but still I would say that you please apply to almost all the colleges that you have inclination towards. Okay, don't miss any college from your side. Whether you will get it or not, that's completely on situation basis, but at least apply. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much also. My name is Aditya Jain, and I wish you all the best. Goodbye, take care, see you in the next session. Do let us know in the comments what were your learnings from this. All the best.